Welcome back to another potting video, but also another video where I forgot to turn on my mic. My name is Brooke. If you are new here, this is a channel where I talk about houseplants and do DIYs on my shorts. So if you have not, take a minute and subscribe to my channel. That way you can be up to date on all my soundless videos. Today, again, I'm doing another repotting video, and yes, it's been quite a lot of repots, so if you are new here, I don't do this all the time, but I am doing it so much because if you did not watch my past video, I am doing a Christmas fair pop-up in, well, a couple days on Saturday, and so I am trying to get all of the plants ready that I am selling. They will all be 2 to 4 inch pots, so this will be in Rockwall, Texas. If you are in the Dallas area, you can stop on by and get any of these plants. I'm explaining here that most of the plants I have, again, are 2 to 4 inch plants, so great little starter plants. They're mostly uncommon plants, I would say, nothing really rare. The rare plant I do have is one Burley Marks variegated philodendron. I honestly wasn't going to sell it, but I decided that why not? I'm just going to do it. It's one, but I know maybe someone will come and find it. But otherwise, it's a lot of philodendron mayo-wise, pothos, Manjula. I do have some Choco Reds that I will be selling. I have some Plowmani philodendrons and just some other, I would say, Syngonium albos, but other uncommon plants, not really anything super rare, but just plants that are harder to find in your area. You for sure won't find these in your big box store. Otherwise, I'm selling shirts, pins, stickers, oh, and my good soil mix, which you can find on my Etsy shop. But if you are in the area and you've wanted to try it, you can stop by and grab a bag in person. So here I am splitting my El Choco Red. So I have 2 mother plants of El Choco Red philodendrons, and I thoroughly enjoy them. They are a beautiful velvet leaf philodendron and actually really easy to care for. I talked about it here in a longer format, that I was a little nervous to get the El Choco Red because it is a velvet philodendron, and my micans and melanochrysum are not my favorite, if I'm honest. And so I've struggled with my melanochrysum getting pests, and then the micans leaves just not growing to the size that I wish they would be. And so I kind of have pushed those to the side. But this guy is incredibly easy. I have one under a Barina grow light in my office and then another in my greenhouse under a Barina grow light, and they really both do well. So I decided to split up one of the plants that I have, the El Choco Red, that's been growing for a while because it has 3 shoots in it. And I just decided to share the wealth because, again, this is an uncommon plant that you don't see often in plant stores. Now, all of the other plants that I will be potting up today are actually propagations that I have done over the past several months, and they're from mother plants that I have. So the Mayo-I philodendron, I have a giant one in my living room, and I've taken cuttings from that to just prune it back. And then the Syngonium albo, I have one growing on a moss bowl. If you've seen that video, I potted 2 up together, and then I took cuttings and propagated them, and then a lot of Manjula Pothos from my mother plant and a few other plants that I actually already had. And then gloriosum, so I have a philodendron gloriosum. I actually have 2, and I took cuttings from those and have separated them, and there are several more gloriosums that are not shown in this video that I need to pot up. But anyways, all of the cuttings and plants that I will be bringing with me and potting up today are actually rooted plants. They are fully rooted, have a good root system. I'm not bringing anything that is not rooted, and so you can rest assured that this plant will be established and nice. So this is a Manjula Pothos, and I really love this guy. I have a big mother plant underneath my Barina grow lights, shocking, but I took cuttings and split some plants far, I don't even know, like a while ago. I have a video on it as well. It was like a midnight potting up video, like cutting, and so they have been rooting for quite some time, so their root systems are really well developed, and I am including 3 little, cuttings in each pot, so it will create a full plant. Now, these Manjula Pothos I have seen in big box stores sometimes. That is actually where I got my mother plant from. But the other one that I got that I potted up with my mother plant, which now is all one mother plant, I guess, is from a plant shop. So they are a little bit more harder to come by, and they can be really expensive. I have seen them in stores go for $100 in a 6-inch pot, which I think is crazy. I did not know that they were that sought after. I will not be selling them for $100 or anywhere close, but They're a really beautiful plant. Their variegation is similar to, I would say, a snow queen and an enjoy or a pearls and jade, where it's splashy, but a lot more creamier, and some of their leaves are pure white. And like the enjoy I have two of them. I've never seen a pure white leaf on them, and I've honestly never seen a pure white leaf on a snow queen either. And so just a little bit more of an uncommon pothos that you can add to your collection. And this will be the last of the voiceover, because here is where I
Alright, welcome to the show where Brooke didn't turn her mic on any of that. Ugh, I'm so bad at that. Okay, well, you've obviously been seeing the video, and hopefully by now I have put a voiceover on here sharing that I'm doing the pop-up. That's what I'm planning all these, or potting all these up for. Let's just make sure it's on. Anywho, that's unfortunate, but yes, potting all these up, going to be selling them 2-inch to 4-inch uncommon plants. So I just finished potting up my Manjulas and my Choco Reds, and now I'm going to look at some of my Syngonium albos here and my variegated, my albo, Epiprinum albo. This is a radiatum. I'll set you there. So that's a bummer, because I had a lot of good information, but you know, it is what it is at this point. I'll do the voiceover and it'll be great. So these are my, oh, this is a radiatum too. Oh, this radiatum is growing really nicely. I mean, both of them have roots, so I'll probably just put this in a 2-inch pot. Let's just do that really quick. So I need to like put a reminder on myself to turn on your mic every time, apparently. So this is a little radiatum. It's like a mayoi. It gets the same like lobed fenestrations, or whatever you want to call them. So this guy, this is an Epiprinum albo. I have a lot of Epiprinum albos. Like some of them are not rooted, so I'm going to put those in. I had a struggle like rooting them. Like this one didn't root. It has a new growth point, but no roots. Honestly, I don't know if any of these are going to be ready to go. This one has barely roots. This one has a good amount of roots and a new growth point, so I'll probably do that one. This one has a good amount of roots, gonna like fine, but I guess it's just going to be one. That's kind of a bummer. Oh, here's 1, 2, 3. So I don't know what I should do, because I don't know what happened to those guys. I had a struggle like with rooting them. They just didn't root well. So I'm going to figure out those in a minute, because I'm just going to leave them in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. A little disappointed on those, but my Syngonium albos, they have rooted really well. I believe I have already potted some of these up, and they all have new growth. Look at that little, new leaf there, and then the new leaf right there. It's so cute. I'll probably do 2 of these in a pot, which is what I think I did already, the ones that I potted up, because they're a bit more rare, and so I want to have more of them to go around. So I'll do that in 4-inch pots, and then I'll plant, and that's actually perfect amount, because then I'll have 3 of them, and they all have brand new leaves on them. So that's really cute. Do that. It's one of my favorite plants. I have 2 of them. One is growing on, oh no, I actually repotted both of them. Yeah, I forgot. I repotted both of them and put them on a moss pole to grow up. They are climbers. So you have one, you can do that. I'm trying to beat the clock, if I didn't already say that, of my husband coming home. So weird. What is this? That was a cutting of something stuck in perlite that I didn't know about. Good thing, that would have been hilarious. Somebody would got that and been like, what is this? I think it was actually a plowmany. I think I just did that like the other day and just stuck it in there. These guys are good. And this mixture that they're going in is my mixture, but it's a higher ratio of perlite still, so that they can kind of propagate. Sorry. So that they can kind of propagate. Okay, but those are that. So that's a Syngonium albo. Thank you, baby. This guy needs to go back in the water along with the Epiprimnums. Again, I just put that one in there like the other day to sit there and propagate. Okay, do I have all of those done? I do. So I have a micans here that I've already propagated or potted up a lot of micans. Actually, I'm going to do this one first. So this is a MAOI. There you go. This is a MAOI, all of this. And so I'm going to pot it up together. What? This, though, however, is a little soderoy cutting that I didn't know I had in there. So I'm going to pot these guys up into a 4-inch pot. Right there, all that root ball there. My MAOI is super beautiful, my huge mother plant. I got it as a large plant. This was, I actually had 2 of them. I had a smaller one, and this was part of that smaller one, and I think this is part of the bigger one. And it's already growing aerial roots. I noticed that my MAOIs put off aerial roots real easily and very quickly. Okay. And then, whoa. Oh, no thank you. I don't need my water bottle, but thank you so much. Then I have a gloriosum here. I think I have 2 of them in here. We're going to take all this off. I have a lot of other I have a few other gloriosums that I need to still repot and separate, because I propagated them several months ago and then potted them up together, and now I need to separate them because they're growing really well. But this one grew in soil, so I'm taking all the soil off of it. And I will have all of these tagged because this is a 2 plant. It's actually a 3 plant. Okay, so this one's going up in a 4-inch pot. Going up in a 4-inch pot. And then the other ones are going to go in a 2-inch pot. This beautiful little gloriosum goes there. And then these small little guy gloriosums is like truly baby gloriosums. So I have tissue culture gloriosums and then an actual like true gloriosum cutting. And I've shared a lot about that before. But these are tissue cuttings. So that's why they have so many growth points on one plant. It's because it's a tissue culture. So these are guys will make really great little starter guys. Put that here. And then I have another MAOI here, which has a little bit of a burn on it from my grow light. So this is 2 plants. I don't know, I think I'm just gonna pop these guys up in here. Little guy MAOI. I think it's fun to have baby plants. Like sometimes you don't have the space for a huge, like massive plant. And so getting a smaller plant is always helpful, as you hear my toy in the background. Okay, so there are more, I have more Scindapsus that I need to do. My soderoys, I see a pink princess in here that I need to, where is it? Oops, right there, pink princess. So we're just gonna call that quits. I have some plow mayonnaise over here. Oh wait, no, that was what I did. Where are my plow mayonnaise at? I have plow mayonnaise somewhere. And so again, all of these will be available. Now make sure my mic's on. Yes, it is. All of these will be available this Saturday, December 16th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. at Honey Locust Farm. So I'll put the details again at the bottom of this video. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for coming back and watching another video. I know I did the voiceover at the beginning, hopefully. So thank you again, and we'll see you next time.